Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you tuning in to watch another video and taking time out of your busy day to do so. It is greatly appreciated. Excuse me. Well, I was going to do my March baits sitting in my boat so I could show you the baits, but it's raining and we hadn't had rain and I don't know when. It's dry. We've got burn bands on, but it's finally raining some. It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, Friday, and some Saturday, I believe. And then some more next week. We got rain on the first day of the month, and the old wives' tale: if you get rain or snow or some kind of precipitation on the first day of the month, then you're going to have 15 days of precip that month, and most time it's pretty close. So we had some rain on the first, so I expect it to be a wet March, which is good. We needed the rain. But since I can't be sitting in the boat doing my March baits, we're going to do it here while I'm in line waiting to pick the kids up from school. So anyway, March is finally here. The water's warming up, and I am excited because I can get out some of my favorite baits and I can go smoke some big ones. This is the time of year in this area. I mean, down Florida, South Texas, Louisiana, some of those places you probably already had the spawn or are pretty close to being over with, if not already over with. But in this area, the Ozarks, we hadn't had our spawn yet, so you can catch some monster fish this month. And my number one bait is going to be the old True Faith Custom Baits buzz bait. And when the water gets 50 degrees, I'm going to have that buzz bait on, and I'll guarantee you, it's been warm enough here lately, I'll guarantee you there's a small lake near me that I'll bet you the water is at 50 degrees, and I bet you I could tie on that buzz bait and go catch me some. You'll want a bigger blade. You don't want a small blade buzz bait. A lot of people likes to go down to like a 1/4 ounce or a 3/8 ounce, so it's not so heavy with a big blade. You can reel it real slow, but I still like to use my 1/2 ounce. Good night. Yeah. I still like to use my 1/2 ounce with a big blade. I seem to be able to reel it slow enough that I still get the bites, and a lot of times they're going to be big bites hitting that buzz bait up shallow. I fish shallow. I'm 5 foot or less. A lot of times my trolling motor's stirring up the mud, and I don't have my trolling motor set very deep because I fish a lot of shallow cover. So my number one bait will be a buzz bait. It'll either be white or black, or mouse. I really like a mouse buzz bait. I catch a lot of fish on a mouse buzz bait. If the water's muddy or got a pretty good stain to it, then I'll throw a white most of the time, sometimes a black on cloudy days. The mouse will work because the mouse is dark colored too, but it seems like I can catch more on a black. Most times if I'm fishing white or black, I've got some kind of a toad on there. I fish I can't think what they call it, but it's a toad. It's like a buzz toad bait made by Berkley, so it's got the scent to it, and that helps them, helps attract them. It's got the scent, and then a lot of times I'll dip the tails a little bit, just a little bit, give it a little more color in chartreuse or orange. But if I've got the mouse buzz bait, then I'm going to have some sort of plastic on it. I like to have a flatter plastic, like a Fighting Frog or a Zoom Z-Craw, something that's kind of flat, and it'll help lift that bait, and that plastic will keep it lifted. Z-Man makes a good one too. That gives some action and also help give it lift. But anyway, I throw it around dead weeds, weeds that's greening up, stumps, brush, rocks, riprap, just you name it. I put that thing on the bank and pull it out. I mean, when you throw it up there, if your blade's not hitting the rocks or hitting the bank, you're not shallow enough. And then you bring it out, because those fish, once it hits 50 degrees, I'm telling you, they'll be dirt shallow. And I fish that on 17, 20 pound test line. Doesn't matter if it's braid, fluorocarbon, monofilament, doesn't matter. If you want to throw braid, you can go 40, 50, 60 pound braid, whatever you prefer. I usually fish it on a 7.3 medium heavy rod, a quick reel. I want a faster reel, anything 7 and above. And I just cover water with it. You don't want to go real fast, go slow, take it slow when the water's still around 50 degrees until it gets up around 60, then you can speed it up. But that's going to be my number 1 bait. Number 2 bait is going to be a hog catcher, and I'm going to have my True Faith custom bait wobble head with a Big Bite Baits Fighting Frog or a Z-Craw on it. And Zoom came out with a medium-sized Z-Craw that I think is going to be phenomenal on that wobble head, along with the big one. But anyway, I'm going to have that wobble head, and I'm going to slang that up there shallow and work it out just like a crankbait. I'm going to keep her pretty. I'm going to have a slow, steady retrieve. I'm going to stop and go once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll add a little twitch, make it hop up a little bit, and let it go back to the bottom, and then continue my slow retrieve, and then give it a hop, maybe speed it up a little bit, something to give it a little bit of erratic action, but not a whole lot, especially when that water's colder. But that wobble head is going to be a big player, and I use anywhere from a 3/8 up to a 3/4 ounce, depends on the depth. Out to 15 feet, 3/8 works great. Then you can work your way up if you need to get deeper. If the wind's blowing extremely hard and you're having trouble feeling the bottom, go heavier until you can feel the bottom. Keep contact with the bottom. I'm going to fish that on somewhere around 7 foot to 7.5 foot rod, medium heavy rod. I like to have a little bit of bend, a little bit of forgiveness setting the hook, because you can jerk those away really, really easy off that wobble head. Anywhere 12 to 20 pound test line. Most time it's going to be 12 to 17, somewhere around in there. You can use fluorocarbon, you can use monofilament, either one. But I'll be throwing that wobble head, and especially on gravelly, rocky banks. I'll pitch that thing up in a treetop, around stumps, just any of that. Pitch it around boat docks, any of that. So you get that wobble head out and you go to work. If you're still up north, though, if you're up north, you're still going to be trying to get, some of you may still have ice even, but you'll be jerk baiting still up there more than likely. But down in this area, number 1, number 2 is going to be buzzbait and wobblehead. Number 3 will be the True Faith custom bait jig. I'll always have a jig ready. If you miss one on that wobblehead, throw it back straight back in there with that jig or the next bait I'm going to talk about, and you can usually catch them. So jig, you can take that jig, same as that wobblehead, get out there on the points, secondary points, going back to the spawning areas, work those points really good. Pitch it into the treetops, lay downs, boat docks, big rock piles, any of that. And same rod, same setup as if I was throwing the wobblehead. Another thing on that wobblehead, when you get a bite on a wobblehead, don't jerk immediately. Just keep a steady retrieve on it, and wait till you feel it really load up. A lot of times those fish will come down there and smash it trying to kill that crawdad, and before they suck it in. So you may feel a tap, and that's them smashing into it, trying to knock it out or kill it. And when you feel it load up, that's when you set the hook. But don't stop reeling. Just keep a slow, steady retrieve on it until you really feel it load up, and then set the hook. Then my 4th bait will be a crankbait. I will be fishing a rock crawler. Rock crawler and any of the DTs, depends how deep the fish are. I throw that on a medium, sometimes medium light rod, longer rod, 7 foot to 7.5 foot, so you can get more distance on your casts and that kind of thing. And throw that on rocky banks. Throw it on rocky banks, 45-degree angle and shallower banks, around stumps. If you got a point, it's got some stumps on it or something, that makes it even better. I use 10-pound test line and like a 7 to 1 gear ratio. I don't want a real fast one, but I don't want one that's real slow. So if I want to reel it faster, I have to just wear yourself out trying to keep the speed up. And then my next bait is going to be, no surprise here, a stick bait like a Senko. I can Texas rig it. I can wacky rig it. Throw it around all kinds of cover. You can split shot rig. You can either have it like a Carolina rig, use a bobber stop and a regular sinker with a bobber stop, and give yourself a foot, 15 inches or so, and drag it along the bottom. You can just regular Texas rig and hop it along the bottom. You can wacky rig it and fish it around any kind of cover, and you will catch a lot of bass with that Senko style bait. And the Senko style bait is going to be awesome for a follow-up bait if you miss one on that buzz bait, then throw that Senko out there and you'll usually catch them. If you miss a fish on anything, usually throw that Senko out there and catch them. Anyway, that's going to be my top baits for this month. Secondary baits when it gets a little warmer is going to be the spinner bait, chatterbait, and swim jig. Chatterbait you can use now, but I'd rather throw that buzz bait. But anyway, this video is longer than I meant for it to be, and I do appreciate you watching. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and I will see you guys out on the water.